Welcome back to the channel. I am Matt Sokol, and today we're going to be doing another upcoming Yeezy video. We're actually going to be discussing two shoes, the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 Blue Oat and the Blue Oat Reflective. So a non-reflective and a reflective pair. The reflective pair is going to be dropping first on July 24th, which is this Friday, and then the non-reflective pair is going to be dropping on Saturday the 25th. The retail price on the reflective pair is $250, while the retail price on the non-reflective pair is $230. Like all upcoming Yeezy videos, we're going to be discussing wearability, which is pretty much the design, the aesthetic. Does that shoe look good on a human foot? The second thing we're going to be discussing is stock/availability, which is how many pairs are going to be released, you know, if that's a large number or a small number, as well as what retailers you'll be able to get the shoes at. And the third thing we're going to be discussing is what y'all want to know, future resale predictions. Is this worth buying for the flip? And if I get a pair, should I sell it right away, hold it, or something else? So let's get into it, starting with the wearability. Now, I've never actually done a video where I talk about two different shoes during the same video, so I guess I'll kind of just go back and forth between the two. Now, you know, we're talking about a reflective pair and a non-reflective pair, so the design is basically the same, not including that reflective element in it. So I'll read you the description. SneakerBarDetroit.com says this latest offering of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 features an orange prime knit upper with brown accents and blue perforate panel on the lateral side. A light brown Boost midsole atop a gum rubber outsole completes the design. The release will also be available in reflective and non-reflective versions. So that's pretty much it. I guess we'll look at the regular pair first. Yeah, so this is called the Blue Oat. Some people are calling it the Bloat. I'm calling it the Blarf. I don't like it. It makes me want to just yam. And, you know, it's just a mock-up, so I'm sure like a lot of them do. It will look a little bit better in hand, but the orange and blue colorway is not something I'm excited about, despite it being my sports team's colors. You know, if you're a Mets fan, if you're a Knicks fan, you know, this is like your team shoe, but I'm really not feeling it. It's not quite like it's not a bright orange at all. It's like a bronze almost, like a beige orange. So it's not that in your face, but that blue definitely stands out a lot. And so not really looking forward to this one at all. As far as the aesthetic, not much really stands out about this one. I mean, this is the third installation of the 380. We had the Alien and we had the Mist. The Alien was very nice colorway, resold nicely, a lot of demand from consumers. Part of that also might just be because it was the first 380 that came out. And then on the Mist, which I thought it was a beautiful shoe, I actually kept a pair for myself. People didn't like that at all. And so if they didn't like the Mist, which I see is way better than the Blue Oat, I don't see how anyone really is gonna like the Blue Oat, except I guess a select few amount of people. That's pretty much what I have to say about the regular pair. Now, moving over to the reflective pair, it looks nicer. I mean, I feel like that's just the case with the reflective ones in general. It adds more of a pop, it makes it more subtle. Also, there is reflective in that blue strip, so it makes it a little bit less blue, offsets it a bit. So out of the two, definitely the reflective is better. But even, I said better, I just sold a butter. That's funny, goat. I just still don't see either of them as being very high on the wearability scale with the colors and all of that. I suppose you could still rock these with jeans and they would look fine. You can probably wear it out on a decent amount of occasions, which is usually something that I use to kind of figure out if a shoe's wearable, if you could wear it out to a lot of occasions with a lot of outfits. But just that by itself, you know, doesn't make a shoe very wearable because it's just an ugly colorway, even though you could wear it with a lot of outfits. So those are pretty much my thoughts on that. I'm curious to know what people think, especially because I'm calling it the Blarf. So do you think it's a Blarf as well, or do you think it's the Bloat? You know, like goat? No? Okay. Leave your comments down below what you think of the design of the shoe, if you would rock it, if you would throw up. So moving on to stock/availability, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting actually. With this shoe being so ugly, it's actually a relatively limited shoe on specifically the reflective pair. So the reflective pair, I'm hearing a total stock number on all the sites of around or about like 1,000, 1,200, something like that. So that's obviously very, very low. I believe that the Adidas raffle, which you could sign up for now to get the shoe, has somewhere around 500 total pairs. And I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that on Yeezy Supply loaded up right now, there's only another 500 pairs. It is gonna be available on some other websites. I believe the reflective, it's only gonna be via raffle on the other sites. But if you wanna check it out, I'm gonna be posting the full drop list for both of the shoes in the description below, courtesy of solinks.com. Check it out, it'll update in real time if more sites are carrying the shoe. And it has all the times and stuff like that. But the best chance to get these shoes are gonna be YeezySupply.com, and well, Adidas is gonna be the raffle. So if you wanna do that, you need to do it before it drops. And I wouldn't even really focus on the other sites because the stock is so low on the reflective that it's probably not even worth your time. Now, what is the stock on the regular pair? So I'm hearing that that's also a low-ish number. However, it's definitely significantly higher than the reflective pair. So the non-reflective, the total stock number is gonna be somewhere around like 15 to 20,000 pairs, and that's supposed to be, from what I've heard, all the sites combined. This one's on the Adidas raffle as well, and it's gonna be dropping on YeezySupply.com. However, the non-reflective pair will be available from some other retailers. They are all on that list in the description below. So yeah, even though the stock on the non-reflective is low, it's gonna be an easy cop, no doubt about it. The reflective is gonna be a very difficult comp. Moving on to resale predictions. So 380 is just very interesting model for reselling, basically. The Alien is doing very well. You know, you can go on stock, I can see that the prices are $400, $500 plus. And the Mist, which like I said earlier, I thought was gonna be a good shoe, even though people were saying that they didn't like it. I liked it, and I thought, hey, people are, you know, sleeping on this one, it's gonna be a good one. However, that wasn't really the case at all. I got around 50 total pairs of the shoe on drop day and the day after, and around half of those pairs I paid the retail $230 for, and the other half of the pairs I paid $200 for. Because to my surprise, on some of these other consortium websites, meaning not Adidas and not Yeezy Supply, some of these other retailers, they dropped the shoe on the drop day for $200. Let me think about that. Yeah, the retail is $230 and these other sites dropped it for $200 on the release day. So once I saw that, I had already probably bought 15 pairs on Yeezy Supply for $230 plus tax plus ship. And I said, oh, $200 seems like it's, you know, it's a better deal, obviously. Let me buy more at $200 and we could cost average it down. So I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna see that with these, where on drop day, there's gonna be some retailers who think it's a great idea to release them for $200, which I really don't understand. At a minimum, release it at the retail price, wait a week, and then drop the price. It's kind of unfair that some site would release it for $200 while the manufacturer's retail site is selling it for more. So if you're interested in going for the non-reflective for whatever reason, definitely look out for that. I wouldn't even consider buying it off YeezySupply.com or anything like that. Look for it on sale, and if it's on sale, if it's 200 bucks or less even, you know, it could be something to buy, hold it for probably 2 months, and then sell it, make a couple of bucks on. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not interested in buying any of the non-reflectives, even at under retail. I just not interested in it. I'm going to be focused on the reflective pair, which is obviously very, very, very low stock. Right now, there's already some on StockX somehow of the reflectives, and the prices are $350 to $500, I want to say, but really pushing towards that 400 number. And so the retail is $250. So after retail, tax, ship, and of course the undercutters, it's not looking like this is going to be crazy money that you would think you'd be able to make from a shoe this limited. And that's because limited doesn't equal high resale. Limited doesn't equal high demand. And so this is like a really good situation where we're seeing a shoe where it's dumb limited. I've actually heard it's the most limited Yeezy ever to be released. Ever to be released, which is just mind-blowing. But it could be as limited as it wants. If nobody wants the shoe, then there's no value there. It's gonna have resale. It's not gonna be anything crazy. It costs $250. I expect it's probably gonna stay around that $350, $400 mark. I really don't see it going up anything crazy. I could be wrong. Shoes this limited with this low stock, the market, you know, is easily influenced, easily manipulated. So if the drop happens, nobody gets a pair and there's only 10 pairs on StockX and somebody wants it, maybe we will see a higher price, but I would not count on it. $400-ish is gonna be the resale. And I'm running it any size, as many as you can. And if you get one pair, you're lucky. So if you get 0 pairs, I really wouldn't lose sleep over it. If you gotta spend 10 hours to set up for this drop, it's gonna take that long, don't do it. Because you're not gonna be able to get that volume of pairs that you normally want. You know, I hit 70 pairs of Zions on this last drop. And if I hit 2 pairs of Blue Oats Reflective, or even 1 like I just said, that would be crazy. So if you don't have the resources, maybe don't do it. But if you can swing it, I would definitely try to run the reflective. Stay away from the non-reflective. Lunch money at best if it's on sale. That's pretty much my analysis of the whole thing. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. But guess what? I'm actually doing a giveaway, and I'm giving away a Travis Scott Nike highest in the room gold hoodie, brand new, size large. I'm giving it away on Instagram. So if you want to enter that, it's totally free, by the way. Follow me on Instagram at SupremeTheMat. Go to my last post. You know, there's a little video, and in the description it says what to do. Literally, just make sure you're following me and just comment. Any comment, and you're entered to win that for free. It's worth $200, and you can get it for free. That's pretty much it. So, are you going to be going for the Blue Oat? I mean, I'm going for it, but very unenthused about it. So, that's pretty much it. Hopefully everyone is good, and I'll catch you in the next one.